Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for logging on to CBS in Denver and CBSDenver.com. Time for a few more minutes with our Xfinity Monday live guest, Adam Foote, joining us tonight as we get you set for Game 1 between the Avs and the Blues. Adam, I didn't have a chance to ask you about Jared Bednar during the show and what he's been able to do. You know, he comes in, he goes through a 48-point season in his first ever year as a head coach in the in the NHL, and now he's got his team winning the President's Trophy just a couple years later. What do you make of the job that he has done? And obviously, Joe Sakic has had a huge hand in that as well.
Yeah, I think when he came in, I mean, everyone knew the situation, and Joe decided to go with, youth and start over. And I think he probably, my guess is he communicated that well with Bednar and made Bednar probably feel more at ease and, to go through a tough first year like that. But I think what I've been watching and seeing, especially with a young group, a young powerhouse group like this, I think Bednar's handled himself very well. He's known when to, squeeze them a bit and hold them accountable. And he's also known when to play the young guys and let them go and build confidence. So it's been a nice balance in our new world. Hockey coaches are different than they used to be. They have to be. And I think he's done a good job. And I can't see how he doesn't get Coach of the Year. I think that would be robbery if he didn't. But he's done a good job with a young group.
Your former teammate Ryan O'Reilly, who of course is now the captain of the Blues, came out when the official announcement was made that the Blues and Avs are going to meet in the first round of the playoffs. He said, hey, look, he didn't guarantee a win, but he might as well have, basically, with what he said. He said, we're going to go out there, we're going to beat them. Well, as a player, do you make anything of that? Did you pay attention to what guys were saying?
I think guys got to be careful. You're so revved up and you're so competitive that you don't need to give someone some more juice, and I think with O'Reilly, that's one thing that kind of scares me is he competes with his brain. He competes with his stick. Very smart, very calm. I just think here's with the bubble, what's happened in the bubble last year, and you look at Washington got knocked off. Boston, Pittsburgh was in and out. Not everyone wants to play, and I got a feeling the Avs want this more than St. Louis, but O'Reilly's there because of the history with Colorado. He's going to be pushing his team to compete. In these short seasons and with COVID and everyone's tired, not every team's going to have everyone all in, and that's why it's so hard to bet and so hard to pick a team because you just don't know who's on board.
Yeah, and we'll find out tonight at 8 o'clock once that puck drops. Yeah. And I'm going to be really interested to see that because I think it's a really good point that you make there, Adam. Hey, one more thing I want to ask you about Kel Mccarr, a guy who has come in and took the league by storm when he came in a couple of years ago. What do you make of what he has been able to do during his short time in the NHL?
Well, I think like McKinnon, you're born with that speed, that athleticism, that freaking nature where he's got that fast twitch, and he's taking advantage of it. And I really think the Avs have done a good job of building his confidence. They made I love Barry as a player, but it was the right decision, and let McCarr fill those shoes and just go and give it to him and build confidence. And I think this guy is for real. He's legit. My son Cal had an opportunity to play with him for Canada, and Cal said he's just an unbelievable kid, grounded. Cal loved him, so I'm just so happy for him. He's fun to watch.
What do you think, Adam? You think they get it done?
I think if they can stay healthy. I think 4 7-game series, young defense. The only thing that scares me is, just the grind. You hope everyone's going to have injuries throughout this, whoever's going to go the distance, but you just hope that my hope is if their D stay healthy, they're good enough to get it done for sure. It's can they, are they going to have broken ribs or broken shoulder? Or, that's what scares me. Teams are going to try to play them down low, dots the boards, grind them out. But I think if the Avs just focus on their game, play with that speed, back teams off, they should. They've got as good a chance as anyone to win this thing.
It is going to be a really, really fun next couple of weeks here. And, of course, we'll have it all covered for you right here on CBS in Denver and CBSDenver.com. That's going to do it for us. For our guest, Adam Foote, I'm Michael Spencer. Thanks so much for joining us.